Do you guys know where a peacock goes if he loses his tail feathers? He goes to a retail store, of course. Hi friends, it's Miss Tiffany from the Miller Branch Library, and today I'm at Wild Things Farm. They're letting me read to their peafowl today. Do you guys know what peafowl are? Have you guys ever heard of a peacock? Peacock is a male form of the peafowl. There's one right there. There are also two peahens in this cage. Peahens are the females of peafowl. Their babies are called peachicks. Beside me, there's another peacock and another peahen. We'll take a look at them here in a minute. I have a lot of books to read to you guys. That was the peacock over there making a noise. I guess he's a little curious. Peacocks are best known for their amazing eye-spotting tail feathers or plumage. The colorful display is designed to attract females, and it's also designed to make the peacocks look bigger and more intimidating to their predators. I have a lot of books I want to share with you today. So this first book, it's called Bees, Snails, and Peacock Tails. It's a poetry book. It's written by Betsy Franco and Steve Jenkins. And there's really just one page I want to read to you. If you should meet a peacock pair, the male's the one with all the flair. The female, who is rather plain, is dazzled by his patterned train. She watches as he struts and preens, his fan ablaze of blues and greens. The next book is called Flora and the Peacocks, and is written by Molly Idle. There are a few books by Molly Idle, and it's about Flora, and Flora likes to dance with lots of different kinds of birds. I just love these books, and they're strictly picture books, so that means there are no words at all on these pictures, so you kind of have to make up your story. So here we are starting 1 and 2. There are 2 peacocks. And here's Flora. She has a little fan, kind of like her tail feathers. So her fan's like her tail feathers. And here are the peacocks with their tail feathers. She bows. They're curious. Oh, one of them comes over to say hi. The other one might be feeling a little left out. She says hello with her little fan feather. And then he says hello with his tail feather. And this one says hello. Now they're trying to be similar. She's trying to imitate the peacock. She has her fan on her head, and he has his tail feathers pooped up. This one over here, his tail feathers aren't pooped up. I think he might be feeling a little sad. They're noticing him. Oh man, this guy's tail feathers pop down, and then she's looking at this one, and he pops down. They're looking at her. She says hello. Uh-oh, they're eyeing each other. They might be a little jealous of each other. Oh no! The one on the right grabbed her fan. Uh-oh. Now the one on the left has her fan. What's going to happen? They're fighting over that fan. They tore it in half. How do you guys feel if someone breaks your toy, your beloved toy? Do you feel sad? I think she's feeling sad. She throws her fan down and walks away. And there she is. She's kind of sad right now. And the peacocks are wondering, what can they do to help? What can they make it better? What can they do to make it better? And they put the fan in her hair. And then, watch this, guys. Whoa. They put their tail feathers together and they make one ginormous, beautiful picture. They're like, another book. It's called 3 Hens and a Peacock, and it's written by Lester Laminack. That was a really loud shriek. Things were quiet on the Tuckers' farm. The cows chewed their cud. The hens clucked and pecked and laid their eggs. The old hound stretched out on the porch, watching and listening. Once in a while, someone would stop to buy tomatoes or corn, perhaps a quart of milk. Nothing unusual happened there until that peacock showed up. The cows and the hens and the old hound kept right on doing what they'd always done. But that peacock had never lived on a farm before. He had no idea what to do. So he spread his fancy feathers and set to shrieking. Eventually, the peacock wandered down to the road. When cars whizzed by, he shook his feathers and cried out in his loudest voice. Of course, folks stopped for a closer look. Day after day, more folks stopped to admire the peacock, and they all bought tomatoes and corn, eggs, and milk. Business on the Tuckers' farm was booming. Everyone seemed happy to have visitors stopping by. But trouble was brewing in the hen house. The hens were squawking and clucking and flapping their wings. We do all the work around here. I'd like to see that peacock lay one single egg. Exactly. He just struts around screaming. I suppose fancy feathers are more important than laying eggs. That lazy peacock gets all the attention and we do all the work. The peacock had heard every word. For days, he moped about, moaning and groaning. I wish I could be more useful around here. Huh, clucked one hen. The others ruffled their feathers. The old hound stretched and slowly raised his head. Why not let the peacock stay here to be useful while you hens take the glamorous job down by the road? The 3 hens began clucking to one another. What a wonderful plan! Yes, it's a fabulous idea. Oh, ladies, we simply must fancy up our feathers tonight, and nothing but our brightest beads, bangles, and bows. We'll stop traffic for sure, while you girls know I can strut with the best of them. The peacock perked up. Let's do it tomorrow, he declared. Tomorrow, I'll stay here, sit on a nest, and cluck. And we'll get all gussied up, said the hens. We'll be so glamorous. At sunrise the next morning, the hens strutted down to the road. Look at them. They have fancy beads on and bangles and bows in their hair. I guess it's their feathers. The peacock marched right up to the hen house and poked his head inside. That's a donkey. The hens flocked by the road waiting for a car. When they saw one approaching, they clucked and squawked and flapped their wings in a flurry of feathers, but every car whizzed right by. The peacock sucked in his tummy and wiggled from left to right, trying to squeeze through the tiny hen house door. His front half was in, his back half was out. Down by the road, those hens tried every chicken trick they knew. Still no cars stopped by. Finally, the peacock made it to the hen house. He held his breath and pushed with all his might, but no matter how hard he tried, he could not lay a single egg. Not one. The old hound stretched out on the porch, watching and listening. What's that peacock doing in the hen house? Asked Farmer Tuck. Who knows, said Mrs. Tuck. And what are those hens doing down by the road? Not one of them is up here laying eggs. Well, the way things are going, we aren't likely to have anyone buying eggs today, said Farmer Tucker. We need that peacock down there stopping cars. When the peacock heard that, he smiled the biggest smile you've ever seen on a bird's beak. I am helping, he thought. He squirmed back and forth until he popped out of that cramped hen house. Then he trotted off to find the hens. The exhausted hens were all clucked out. Every feather was out of place. What a day! We couldn't get one car to stop. It's true, why most of them didn't even slow down. I think I'd slow down if I saw chickens and feather and bows and bangles. The peacock met the hens as they trudged up the road. I can tell you I'm no good at laying eggs, he said. I'm just not meant for it. One hen nodded. I put on my stellar strut and even I couldn't stop a single car, she said. I have to hand it to you, Fancy Feathers. Your job is harder than it looks. The other hens agreed. The peacock looked relieved. So the hens marched back to the hen house. The peacock strutted down to the road. The old hound stretched out on the porch, watching and listening, and things were quiet again on the Tucker's farm. What is this? It looks like something's maybe popping out of this crate that's falling out of this truck. And then they open the box. Oh, looks like some feathers and an egg. Wonder what kind of egg that is. That is a big egg. I hope you guys liked my program today. If you want to check out our other fun programming, go to the library's YouTube channel. You can find it at www.youtube.com/Fort Smith Public Library. Until next week, bye-bye.